Printmaking, the art of creating images on paper from an inked surface, has captivated artists and art enthusiasts for centuries. From ancient woodcuts to modern screen prints, this versatile medium offers a unique blend of technical skill and artistic vision. The beauty of printmaking lies not only in the final printed image, but also in the intricate processes involved in its creation. Unlike painting or drawing, which typically produce one-of-a-kind originals, printmaking allows for the creation of multiple copies or impressions of the same image. This ability to reproduce artwork has had a profound impact on art history, making art more accessible to a wider audience. From religious icons to political posters, prints have played a pivotal role in shaping culture and disseminating ideas. Throughout history, printmaking has continually evolved, with artists exploring new techniques, materials, and styles. From the bold lines of woodcuts to the subtle tones of mezzotints, each printmaking method brings its own unique character to the art form. This essay delves into the fascinating history of printmaking, exploring its origins, techniques, and the enduring legacy of the artists who have shaped its evolution. The roots of printmaking can be traced back thousands of years to ancient civilizations. One of the earliest known examples is the use of cylinder seals in Mesopotamia around 3000 BCE. These small cylindrical objects were engraved with designs and rolled onto clay tablets to create impressions, serving as signatures or markers of authenticity. In ancient China, a similar technique emerged using carved wooden blocks to print designs onto textiles and paper. This early form of woodblock printing, known as xylography, is believed to have originated around the 7th century CE. As papermaking spread from China to other parts of the world, so too did the art of woodblock printing. By the 15th century, woodcuts had become a popular method for producing religious images, playing cards, and even illustrations for early books in Europe. The development of movable type printing in the mid-15th century, pioneered by Johannes Gutenberg, revolutionized book production and paved the way for mass communication. Although not strictly considered printmaking in the traditional sense, Gutenberg's invention shared key principles with the medium, highlighting the interconnectedness of printing technologies. Woodcuts, with their rich history spanning centuries and continents, have left an indelible mark on the world of art. In Asia, woodcuts flourished as a means of creating religious imagery, intricate patterns for textiles, and illustrations for books. One of the earliest known examples of a printed book, the Diamond Sutra from 9th century China, features a woodcut illustration. The art of woodcut spread to Europe in the 14th century, where it gained popularity for religious prints and playing cards. During the Renaissance, artists like Albrecht Dürer and Hans Holbein the Younger elevated woodcut to new heights, creating highly detailed and expressive works. Dürer's masterful woodcuts, such as Melancholia I, 1514, showcased the medium's potential for conveying complex emotions and intellectual ideas. The bold lines and dramatic contrasts of woodcut continued to appeal to artists in later centuries. In Japan, during the Edo period, 1603 to 1868, woodblock prints known as ukiyo-e, or pictures of the floating world, captured the bustling street scenes, beautiful courtesans, and legendary actors of the era. Artists like Katsushika Hokusai and Utagawa Hiroshige produced iconic prints that influenced Impressionist and Post-Impressionist painters in Europe. Section 5. Linocuts, a softer touch in relief printing. While woodcuts have a long and distinguished history, Linocut, a relatively recent addition to the printmaking family, offers its own unique advantages.
Linoleum, a softer and more pliable material than wood, allows artists to create finer details and more subtle variations in line and texture. Invented in the late 19th century, linoleum quickly gained popularity among artists for its affordability and ease of use.
Unlike wood, which requires specialized carving tools, linoleum can be carved with simpler tools, making it more accessible to a wider range of artists.
One of the early pioneers of Linocut was the French artist Henri Matisse, who embraced the medium's bold colors and simplified forms. Matisse's vibrant linocuts, often depicting dancers, still lifes, and interiors, demonstrated the medium's potential for creating striking and expressive imagery.
Another prominent artist who embraced Linocut was Pablo Picasso. Known for his innovative approach to art, Picasso explored the possibilities of Linocut, creating dynamic compositions with bold colors and abstract forms. His Linocuts, like his other works, pushed the boundaries of traditional printmaking. Section 6. Intaglio, diving into the depths of printmaking. Intaglio printmaking, a diverse and intricate family of techniques, stands in contrast to relief printing.
In Intaglio, the image is incised into a metal plate, rather than being carved in relief. The incised lines or areas hold the ink, and the plate is then wiped clean, leaving ink only in the recessed areas. Paper is then pressed onto the plate under high pressure, forcing the paper into the inked grooves to pick up the image.
Intaglio encompasses a range of techniques, each producing distinct effects.
Drypoint, one of the simplest intaglio methods, involves scratching directly into a metal plate with a sharp tool. Etching uses acid to bite lines into the plate, creating a variety of line weights and textures. Aquatint, often used in conjunction with etching, produces tonal areas rather than lines, allowing for subtle gradations of tone. Mezzotint, a laborious technique, creates a velvety surface that holds ink evenly, resulting in prints with rich velvety blacks and subtle tonal variations.
Section 7. Lithography, drawing with stone and grease. Lithography, invented in the late 18th century, is a planographic printmaking technique, meaning the printing surface is flat rather than raised or recessed.
Lithography relies on the chemical repulsion between oil and water. The artist draws an image on a smooth, porous stone or plate using a greasy crayon or ink.
The stone is then treated with a solution of gum arabic and acid, which fixes the image and makes the non-image areas water receptive.
When the stone is dampened and inked, the greasy image areas repel the water but attract the oily ink, while the non-image areas attract the water and repel the ink.
Paper is then placed on the stone, and the image is transferred by running it through a printing press. Lithography allows for great detail and subtle tonal variations, making it well suited for reproducing drawings and creating nuanced prints.
Section 8. Screenprinting, from commercial uses to artistic heights. Screenprinting, also known as silkscreen printing, emerged in the early 20th century and quickly found widespread use in commercial printing.
This versatile technique involves forcing ink through a fine mesh screen stretched over a frame. The areas of the screen that are not meant to print are blocked out with a stencil, allowing ink to pass through only the desired image areas.
Screen printing is a highly adaptable technique that can be used to print on a wide variety of materials, including paper, fabric, glass, and metal.
Artists embraced screen printing for its ability to create bold, graphic images with vibrant colors. Pop artists like Andy Warhol and Roy Lichtenstein popularized screen printing in the 1960s, using it to create iconic images of mass culture.
Warhol's repetitive images of Marilyn Monroe and Campbell's soup cans became synonymous with the pop art movement, while Lichtenstein's Ben-Day dot paintings, inspired by comic books, brought a new visual language to fine art.
Section 9. Monoprinting, capturing the unique and elusive. While most printmaking techniques allow for the creation of multiple copies, monoprinting stands apart as a unique process that produces one-of-a-kind prints.
Monoprinting involves creating an image on a smooth, non-absorbent surface, such as a glass plate or a metal etching plate, using ink, paint, or other media.
The image can be created by painting directly onto the plate, rolling ink onto the plate, and then removing areas to create the image, or by placing objects onto the inked plate and then removing them.
A sheet of paper is then placed on top of the plate, and pressure is applied by hand or with a printing press to transfer the image.
Because the image is created directly on the plate and cannot be replicated exactly, each monoprint is unique. This element of chance and spontaneity makes monoprinting an exciting and unpredictable medium for artists.
Section 10. Conclusion: Printmaking. A legacy of innovation and expression. From its ancient origins to its contemporary forms, printmaking has continually evolved, reflecting the changing artistic landscape and technological advancements. The diverse range of printmaking techniques, each with its own unique characteristics and expressive potential, has provided artists with powerful tools for creative exploration and communication. Printmaking has played a pivotal role in shaping art history, making art more accessible to a wider audience and influencing artistic movements across the globe. The enduring appeal of printmaking lies in its ability to combine technical skill with artistic vision. The process of creating a print, from the initial concept to the final impression, involves a fascinating interplay of planning, experimentation, and meticulous craftsmanship. As artists continue to push the boundaries of printmaking, exploring new materials, technologies, and conceptual approaches, the future of this dynamic medium remains bright, promising to captivate and inspire generations to come.